All right, so we're gonna break down the cardio, the exercise component of the challenge. Again, I wanna just circle back to why we're doing this. Your heart health, your heart is a muscle, right? And so just like any other part of your body, you need to work it. You do bicep curls, you do squats, you do lunges, you're working a muscle. So your heart is a muscle. If you don't work it, it gets weak, right? And so one of the ways that we test this is by your heart rate, your resting heart rate, and how fast you recover. I don't know if you guys can relate, but if you've ever, had to sprint to run to get something and then feel like you're totally dying and you just can't catch your heart, your breath back up, or you do burpees and then you're like, okay, I'm so dead, that wiped out, now I feel really weak. That's a sign of poor cardiovascular health and endurance, right? So what we really want to do is strengthen that muscle by, having you guys focus a little bit on cardio. So the benefits of cardio is really strengthening that muscle, helping you with endurance so you have more lasting power, more stamina. So you're gonna get way more out of your workouts because you're either gonna be able to fly through exercises faster, you're gonna be recovering faster, and because you're working on the cardio, you're not gonna get as fatigued on the other areas of your body, because when we're working hard, oxygen and blood flow is in high demand, right? So this is what's happening. If you feel like, man, I'm so wiped every time you just throw a little piece of cardio at me, that's what's going on. So we want more energy, more stamina, and a better recovery, so faster recovery. So this is the other piece. A lot of people say, I'd love to run, and then they go for a run and they're just like destroyed, right? Like totally destroyed. So what we want to do is get you strong across the board. So 3 components again is like that stamina and that endurance, the ability to recover faster. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So Chris is going to break down exactly what to do, how we're going to start, how you're going to measure, and all that stuff.
Yeah, so as we mentioned last video, we're going to have the options of rowing or running. Why we picked the two reasons. It's accessible and it's easy to track your progress across 3 weeks. How this is going to work out, Saturday, February 9th, we are going to be hosting a benchmark workout. What a benchmark workout is a workout that you can track yourself against and retest 3 weeks down the line. If you were to pick rowing, we're going to do 2,000 meter row. And if you're going to pick running, we're doing a 1 mile run.
Yep, 1 mile run, 2,000 meter row. 2,000 meters is like, it's hard.
2,000 meters is not easy. 2,000 meters,
not easy.
In my experience, is probably one of the toughest cardio workouts that I've done.
Yeah.
But it's something you can train for, and something you can definitely see progress with if you stick with a plan over the 3 weeks.
Yeah, totally. And the mile run is the same. I don't know if you guys remember high school or school where you had to do a mile run. The reason why it's hard is because it's short distance and you push hard. So this is how we're going to measure your fitness. You're going to do that baseline workout like Chris said, and that's going to show us where you are today. He's written out a program that you're going to follow, so you're going to stick with that discipline the whole 21 days. So you're going to do 3 rowing workouts a week or 3 running sessions a week. They're based to help you pick up your speed so that you can get the distance in less time. So that's how we're going to measure your success. You should be able to cover that mile faster. You should be able to cut down your time on the 2,000 meter row. And so again, that's a 3-week plan. So for 21 days, and then we're going to have final testing day, March 22nd. The other thing, or March 2nd, not 22nd, March 2nd. The other thing we're going to have you guys do, just like we do with food journals, you're going to be keeping an exercise tracker or a cardio journal tracking. And so in the Facebook group, we're going to have public accountability or shared results. You can post your times, but we definitely want to talk about what's going right, what your challenges are, the improvements that you see. And again, this is just that thing where we always say like, oh, I'm going to do this, but we don't do it. Or so we need to celebrate the wins and also share the challenges. The other piece of this is we are also going to be testing heart rate, and I'm going to do a demo video next where I show you how to do that. But as I mentioned, we're going to be measuring at the start of the challenge what your resting heart rate is when you wake up, and then at the end of the challenge, resting heart rate, hopefully it drops a few points, as well as your recovery rate after your first baseline test workout. And as the weeks progress, hopefully your recovery gets faster, and we'll do a final test. So you're going to have a couple different measures of testing. All right, so stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to demo how to do the heart rate test.